Hey, this is Delta. We're back here in this beautiful, beautiful game. Uh, I'll not yet turn around because I want to show you something. I've been busy, so look at this. Ta-da! I really like how this turned out. This stuff here that you can place flowers on the wall is just great. Look at it. You can make these kinds of fine thingies, flower fine some things. I really like how it turned out. It's a bit different than how I usually wait, let me turn on music. It's a little different than how I usually there we go, that's better. Than how I usually build houses. That's really nice. It's I'm thinking when I get glass, I'll fill this in here, that you have a big sky view here. And then this can be my my bedroom here. Yeah, I don't have glass, as you can see from all the fences here. But actually, this looks pretty nice, so I might actually keep it. And I've been using the chisel heavily, as you can see here. This is all made with chisel. These are also chiseled. I think I showed you the chisel last time. Does it actually work on chests? Wait, this might be risky, but I actually want to try it. Oh wait. Whoa. Oh yeah, here. Okay. Let's see. Maybe let's just try out with a crafting table first. I have that already. Oh no. Okay. So there's a difference between blocks you can mine. How do you say it? That you can actually chisel, and with blocks that cannot be chiseled. Hold on, I'll make it day again. Night isn't really special anyway, and I just see it a little better. Okay, there we go. Today I had a mission, a mission for this video. This big mountain here. I've never been on top of it, so I want to try climbing this mountain here in whatever way possible. It looks pretty achievable, but I might be fooled by how far away things you can see, because there are quite a few blocks here. It might be a really big climb, so I need to have plenty of stuff. Let me clear my inventory a bit first. I have enough stone for tools. I have enough wood, so I think we're fine. I might need some torches. Or I'll just keep it day. I don't. My screen is a little dark, so something. Let's see. Yeah, I have everything I need. I can just go there. Why not? Maybe also, yeah, I have wood, I have a chisel, so that I can make some stairs too, for if I want to climb it again. So yeah, let's go. I also wait. I'll get a little better view here. I also really like the cave openings you have here. It's it reminds me of like how do you say it? Where like rodents or rats or anything, like rat holes or whatever, or moles or something like that. Maybe that's an idea for a feature: giant moles that live in the mountains. Who knows? I'll have to see first what the best way is to get on top of here, or to approach it, because it's pretty steep here, as you can see. Let's see. So I want, yeah, that there is better, but maybe on the other side it's actually even better. So, oh, this is a flying log. it's just really whoa. Okay, it's just really heavy or something. I don't know. This tiny corner here is holding this whole multiple ton log upright. That's pretty impressive. This is some really solid ground. Okay. Oh. It's already going great. Today I've been doing something pretty interesting, I think. We have a lot of old video recordings, like where am I? Like VHS, and I want to make them digital because they've been laying in our attic for a very long time. It's like family recordings, so I wanted to try making them digital, just to preserve them mostly. And so far it's been working really well. I found I did some research. I found a really nice setup for it. Because yeah, you start with serial. It's just something analog. You need to make it digital somehow, and then somehow you need to record that digital signal. Yeah, something like that. The digital stuff. So what I did was I first bought a serial to digital adapter. Apparently those things exist. Whoa. I really like this view. I bought a serial to digital adapter, and then after that I bought a serial to HDMI adapter. That was what it was. But it's basically the same, just a little more specific. And after that I bought a HDMI capture USB HDMI capture card. I didn't even know those existed, because I'm used to those big PCI capture cards being around, but apparently somewhere in the last years, very small USB varieties came on the market. So those were great. I can just convert it to HDMI and then record the HDMI on a computer with OBS, and it works great. It looks great. Those cards that translate the signal to HDMI work really well. Because from research I found out that it's apparently pretty hard, because you have how do you say it? I forgot the term. Oh yeah, interlacing it was, interlacing, which means something like that half of the screen is only the video is kind of shifts between halves of the screens. It's all made up of lines, of a lot of lines, and that somehow that effect needs to be removed for digital. I don't exactly know what I'm talking about, so it might not be completely accurate, but it's something like that, and it's called interlacing. But those cards do it really well on the fly, so I'm impressed, and it's very cheap as well. It's not expensive at all. I got basically all the materials I needed for like 35 euros or something, and that's for the capture card and the serial to HDMI. And I managed to get you also need a VHS player, so I was able to get that from someone in the family, and everything worked. Okay. I'm not even scouting. I'm just climbing already. But we'll just continue. Okay. So I have to do something like this. So yeah, it's working well so far. I need to get used to how a VHS player even works, because they are pretty finicky things. I didn't have experience with it beforehand, but I figured it out, and yeah, it works well. So now those videos will stay really nice always if you make proper backups and everything, and you don't catastrophically lose it in a fire incident or whatever. Whatever infinite amount of ways you can lose data. Okay, this is I really like those trees. You can climb them really easily. The view just keeps on getting better here. There's a lot of spots that I can put. How do you say it? Usually, when you have like a mountain trail somewhere, you have some points with that you can that's a little wider, and you can. I think they're actually called panoramas. Yeah, they probably are. And it's just a nice view, and you usually also have a map, which a drawn map, and it's how do you say it? It's drawn based on what you see. So this could basically be a map, and then you have arrows here with this is Mount Red or something, and this is the flatlands. I don't know. You usually have pointers with the names on it and everything. It reminds me of this. I might make something like this here. It might be tricky to make the map, but who knows? Maybe I can actually do that. It would be really fun to give names to all these places. Like you can always make like a whole tourist thing here or something. I don't know, like a guide to this world. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. Some ideas. It's getting night again. Ugh. I can barely reach my. Everything is falling. I'm sitting a bit strangely, but there we go. Yeah. Let's go on. Apparently, also there's no way to get grass back once you break it, so I need to be careful to not break grass in important places. But this is fine. It'll. I don't really mind this. But at some point there will probably be a way for grass to regenerate. I hope at least. How do we go up here? I think we're almost already at the top. Oh yeah, here we can go in. But it gets a little higher, so we need to actually reach the peak. Apparently there are also ideas for how do you say it? Like ropes, and I saw zip lines even on the GitHub. That kind of stuff would be really cool here. This isn't too bad, but some places are really steep. Especially if I want to climb the volcano. That's where is it? Oh, that's the volcano. Yeah. If I want to climb that, I'll need some better stuff. Look at this. This desert looks really small once you see it from this high, but it's still really big. I love it. Oh, this is nice, just an overhang here. But it's not the best bit. Whoa. Okay, I didn't even see this. This is really cool. I love this. It's almost like a jungle. It looks like, but then with oak things. Just the way the terrain is generated. And also this here, it's beautiful. really nice. I almost imagine like whole villages on top of these mountains here. Something like that. I don't know exactly what it reminds me of, but I think villages would go really well here. Maybe it reminds me of like Asian landscapes. Like usually have really big mountains in China and things like that. I think that it reminds me of that a little. Huh. Maybe I can do something that in that style at some point. Would fit really nice. I think we're almost there. First, let me make it night. Make it day again. Okay, 4 times already. It's a great way to keep track of the time here, because I think days are 10 minutes if I'm correct. I think so. Yeah, this is the highest block, I think. It is. Okay. We've done it. Yay. And there's my house. This is great. You can actually make out my house pretty well with it being kind of a, how you say it, a clump of less detail. But you can still make it out pretty well. Yeah, there it's only a little bit clumped, so maybe that's why it's not too bad. If you go further, it gets a lot less more detailed. Let's see what we can do now. Maybe I can go to the desert and see what's up there. Take a closer look at that. I haven't been to it yet. So we descend carefully. I also got a whiteboard yesterday, because I've been having a little how do you say it? I was in need of something, but I didn't really have anything for it. I have many times where I'm working on some kind of problem or anything, and I just can't really keep it in my mind in one piece, and things like slip away, especially if you have really abstract things, or also mathematics. I'm horrible at keeping mathematics things in my mind. So and often you can use a pen and paper to write something, but not every problem can be solved like that. Sometimes you also have geometric things like how shapes interact, and also, how do you say it? Just 3D and 2D in general is not really not nice to work on in one piece. So what I was thinking of is I need a way to draw tiny, how do you say it? You usually when you solve a problem, you break it into its smallest component first, and then solve that first, and then when you have an answer to that, you can build on top of it. It's also basically what programming is, just decomposing something to decomposing a problem to its smallest problem and solving that, and then going upwards in the chain. But I didn't have something like that for 3D and shapes and things like that. So yeah, what it basically boils down to is I needed something to be able to make sketches and things like that quickly, and to erase them quickly and just work quickly in a visual way. And a whiteboard was perfect for that. And I got 2 actually. I have one. Apparently there are really big stickers, just whiteboard stickers. I saw them. I saw them somewhere already, and decided to get one of those because they're pretty cheap. The nice thing is, yeah, with a normal whiteboard they are really hard to transport, because they're just flat things, flat big things. So that takes a lot of it costs a lot to transport them, and usually transport is one of the biggest costs in products, or at least that might not be completely true. At least a really big part of it. It doesn't help, at least. That's also why building a gaming PC yourself from all the components is cheaper, because it's smaller things to transport, so that gets cheaper. If you have to transport a complete gaming PC somewhere, that's more expensive. You can transport less gaming PCs for the same transport price. So it's the same with whiteboards, and that's why I got the sticker instead of the full thing, and it works really well. So I'm happy with it. It was really cheap, which was nice. This is cool. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, that's one of them. I have a really big whiteboard in my room, and also I have that's something I discovered as well. Apparently you have little notebooks that actually have a whiteboard in them. So it's kind of a portable whiteboard, notebook, sketchbook, whatever you want it to be used for. Can I take this? Oh, nice. So how this is called actually? Tusuk. Okay. I was thinking something like dried grass, but tusuk is also fine. So yeah, so I have now a portable one and a less portable one. And yeah, I also always carried a regular notebook, but I didn't. Yeah, I want something quickly erasable and non-permanent. And this is perfect for that, so I'm happy with it. I think that's also a skill in itself, as I kind of touched on decomposing problems in a way that you can understand them and tackle them effectively, and also in a visual way, like making models and sketches and schemas to understand something better, and mostly for something for something that your mind can attach onto. It gives some clarity. So that's something I want to get better at, because I'm usually lazy, but then you have to struggle more, so I'm not sure if it's actually lazier that way. So yeah, I see it working. And yeah, other than that, I've been mostly just chilling a little. Not really too much. I'm also something I noticed is that I tend to, how do you say it? I tend to go into when left to my own devices, I tend to go into really deep topics by myself, but I don't. With surface topics, it's like I don't. They don't pop into my mind if I'm doing. That's something I'm trying out this video with, like just random projects I'm doing. I completely forget to tell people about them, even if it might be more fun to talk about them. So that's something I want to practice more as well. I think we can head back. But yeah, it's been pretty chill the last couple of weeks actually. At least in my personal life. Yeah, I noticed that in weekends, it's like I have two types of weekends. One is where I'm full of energy and excited, and I work on all kinds of projects, and basically my whole weekend is completely filled with things to do. Or I hang out with people a lot. I go to things. That's one type of weekend, and then the other is that I just stay at home all day basically and not really do anything because I don't have the energy or motivation for it, and just chill a little. I mean, it's not it's not full laziness, but it's more like I kind of sit back and rest the whole weekend. But which is also really nice. It depends on, I don't know. It depends on how energetic I feel that week. But it's like there's not really a middle ground. It's usually one or the both, or one or the other. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because I have energy. My energy is more based on weeks or something, or it's because when I'm busy, I stay busy. I have no idea why it works that way, but but dividing my weekends into two types is what naturally happens. I have no maybe that's something you also recognize. I don't know. It's I thought it was interesting. I really like these cactuses. It's the same. Whoa, okay. It's the same type as tree branches. The same type of model and how it works. Let me place them back. It's weird that they don't connect here. Wait, let me see. Can you also make a type that is like round here, which is connected to all sides? Because this works, but they don't connect here. So how do you make a version that is round? Or maybe that's not possible. I think it depends on. Yeah, it's basically these have a certain orientation to them when you place them down, and they stick to that orientation no matter what. And you have this block here and this block here, and this is. Yeah, but this is an edge case here. If you do this, you get this. But if you place it here, wait, what? Okay, so it depends on which one is placed first. That is pretty interesting. And somehow it keeps its shape. I have no idea how that is stored in the background, but that's interesting. Huh. Didn't expect that. It doesn't really update on. Yeah, how do you say it? It depends on which one you place first, which shape it will take. Also, I found out these flowers can actually be picked. Let me break them. Look at this. Can you actually craft something with it? No. Oh yeah, I've been preparing to install Linux again on this computer where I'm playing this. I'm now on Windows 10. I installed it because yeah, I basically have two setups. I have my Linux setup and a Windows setup, but I did it because for the software support. But now I've had this setup for like 1.5 years or something, and now Windows 10 is outdated. Oh, what's this? Windows 10 is outdated, not supported even. I mean, I don't want to use Windows 11. I've heard horrible stuff about it, and I found out that I don't actually use any Windows specific software in this whole time. So why not switch to Linux? But I need to make some. And another thing is I have a faster drive I want to upgrade to, and I would need to move my OS to it anyway. So why not start clean as well? So I might do that this weekend. It's if I have the how do you say it, if I feel like it. But I already made a disk image. I want to install Arch on it. I really love Arch, by the way. Oh, don't go in the cactus. I want to climb this. I love Arch. It's I've used some distros. I've been a pretty long Linux user, like 6 years I think now, and I've used Debian and Fedora, and it's pretty basic distros. Not really too many special ones. Not even Ubuntu or Mint or anything, but it's all pretty similar anyway. Basically the only thing that matters is which base it's built upon. It's, how do you say it? You have like Arch, Fedora, and Debian are the biggest one. I feel like biggest ones. But Arch, I like it. I really like it because you have the Arch user repository, which is really nice. You can also even make your own packages and things like that. It's really easy. And also the packages themselves are really quickly updated. You always have the latest version, and still it's very stable. I've never actually had an update break things in the couple of years I've been using Arch, which was pretty impressive to me, because I've heard other people say that it might be a little less stable, but that's really not the case. But yeah, if it happened, I had a pretty nice backup solution in place. I have a better FSS file system, which you can make snapshots with. So every time before an update is done, I make I set it up so a snapshot is automatically made, and so if everything breaks, I can easily restore it again. Just boot into it and restore it. So that's really nice. And also I can use those same snapshots for incremental disk, how do you say it? Incremental backups on another disk, which is really nice. It goes pretty quickly, doesn't take up much space, and you can keep a lot of history for very little space. And of course you have the guarantee that you can restore your complete operating system again. So that's a success. And with that, Arch is basically bulletproof. But yeah, it takes some time to set up a Linux OS again. I had times where I completely configured it and everything and made it completely personalized. I rised it even, things like that, because it's Arch. Come on, you have to rise it. But currently, I don't really feel like doing that too much. I'm pretty happy with default, so I might just plop KDE on it or something and call it a day. I mean, it's my junk OS anyway. It's the only really real thing I do with this is games, video editing. Whoa, I almost died. Games, video editing. Essentially anything that requires a bit more horsepower. And so I mean, if you have games on it, it's already, how do you say it? Games are pretty junk software. I have a, how do you say it? Maybe that's also just my thing. I divide software into more junk and less junk, and games are pretty high on the junk scale for me. And my other Linux setup, my laptop, which I'm also playing this on. Yeah, playing through a remote desktop actually. The game itself is on the gaming PC, and I'm streaming it to my laptop, which I'm playing it on. It's a bit confusing, but So yeah, this laptop is my my less junky OS. I keep it clean. Only do I do more important stuff on it basically. So yeah, I don't really feel like bothering to customize my gaming PC too much or anything. I actually never tried KDE, so I'm curious if I like it. Otherwise, I go back to trusty XFCE, which I always I've basically always used XFCE. I never really tried out other desktop environments, and also WDM and i3. So only XFCE and tiling window managers, but never the other options. And there are a lot of options, so who knows? Maybe I'll like it. But I have everything prepared, so I just need to go actually do it. And I'm back home. I think this is also a really nice place to end it. I really hope you liked this video. Please leave feedback down below. It really helps. Or just what if you feel like talking about what we talked about. I'd love to hear it. I hope your day was good, and if it still has to start, that you will have a really good day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.